God damn, I've been working my ass off this weekend filming this show. Cause just so much been transpiring, god damn it. You know what I'm saying? In addition to all the Jackson State news, all these trades and shit going on in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Various things transpire in the NBA. Some shit you want to get off my chest. Tom Brady ass won't go home. And then my young boys in our group text. Lord, I had no intention of doing this thing. But my young boys in my group text, these little motherfuckers, you can't tell them nothing. Can't tell them shit. My boy Zebo, who is a LeBron stan, brought up some comments that were made by Kevin Durant that social media would have taken away from the mystique of Michael Jordan or his godlike status or whatever. First of all, Mike shouldn't have had no godlike status. No human being should have no fucking godlike status. We should humble ourselves before God. Let me just put that out there. You know what I'm saying? But I get what he's talking about. You hear all these people, not all, you hear a lot of people who say when they meet Mike, you know what I'm saying, he got this aura about him, he got this godlike status. Shannon Sharp, who's a fucking Hall of Fame tight end, one of the greatest football players ever, up here talking about when he saw Mike for the first time, it was like Mike was levitating. Larry Bird, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, talking about he wants to describe Mike as God in sneakers or God disguised as Michael Jordan or something to that effect. So I get it, cool. But KD's argument and my young boy's argument is that if Mike played in this era, it wouldn't be like that because social media would chip away at that because people wouldn't seem like they knew him more. You know what I'm saying? And I beg to differ. I think social media would have enhanced Michael Jordan's legacy. I think he would have been a billionaire many times over. Last time I checked, I think he's like worth $1.6 billion. You can add on several B's. He probably been up to 10 billion with social media. Okay? Think about this. Imagine that dunk contest between him and Dominique Wilkins in the social media era. Imagine how motherfuckers would have lost their minds watching these two all-stars. It ain't like today where you got rising cats getting in the all-star dunk contest and shit like that. Dominique Wilkins was the small forward of his time behind Larry Bird, you can say. Because by Dominique Wilkins' time, Dr. J's time was going on down. In the late 80s, Dominique Wilkins better than Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm talking about? In the early 90s, Dominique Wilkins would say, shit, keep my name in there with Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying? Now, from mid to late 90s, Scottie got that bitch, and that's clear. You know what I'm talking about? But in the 80s, when that dunk contest happened, go look it up. Go watch Dominique Wilkins go toe-to-toe with Larry Bird. If it wasn't for Michael Jordan winning them scoring titles, Dominique Wilkins would have been winning them scoring titles. This man was the Atlanta Hawks. So him and Michael Jeffrey Jordan going at it in a dunk contest and those thunderous dunks that Nick was doing and them graceful, gravity-defying dunks that Mike was doing, that shit would have had social media lit. It's like everybody's looking at the negative aspects of social media and applying that to these guys of the past, and they won't look at the benefits of social media and apply it to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay, Mike's gambling and his the way he was doing them teammates would have been more on Front Street. The shit was out back then. The Last Dance is not the first time that shit was out. that shit came out in the book, The Jordan Rules, which was published after the first championship. That shit's featured in The Last Dance, but I've also read the damn book. The book is worse than The Last Dance. And so news outlets cover what was in that book back then. Folks did not give a fuck. Because after they won that ship in 1991, they won another 92. Folks don't give a fuck as long as you win. You gotta win. During that same time frame, the Dallas Cowboys was snorting blow and fucking brawls in the White House. And nobody gave a fuck because they won 3 Super Bowls out of 4. They won 92, 93, and 95. Nobody gave a shit. I would argue today if they did that, nobody would give a shit. Though Antonio Brown is Antonio Brown. If he didn't walk off that field right then, he'll still be with the Bucs. With all whatever people want to say about Antonio Brown, he won that Super Bowl with Tom Brady that previous year. Nobody give a fuck. They won. If he so happens to get on the team this year, he mentioned that he want to go possibly to the Dallas Cowboys. Let Antonio Brown get on the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys win a goddamn Super Bowl. Watch what social media do. Social media enhances these motherfuckers. I'm telling you. Okay? Imagine social media with Mike. Just take some of his legendary games and imagine how social media be so fucking crazy. Or imagine some of his games that don't get some of this notoriety. Like when he dropped 60 on 59, something like that on the Pistons. Folks don't really talk about that game that much for real. But in this social media era, that shit would have been fucking viral. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the shit that's lesser known would have been even more known. Look how social media responded to Brumbrum making it to 8 straight finals and winning 3 of those 8. Okay? That's pretty damn good. Imagine how social media would act in the 90s when Mike making it to 6 finals out of 8 and winning all 6. It was going to be enhanced. Think about the fucking shoes. Motherfuckers out here buying these shoes now that never saw that man lace them shoes up for the Bulls. Never. My young boys who doing this fucking talking, like I said, my boy Zebo is a Brun stan. The other one, my boy Bobby Lee, he's a Steph stan. And them motherfuckers gonna buy J's before they buy some Currys or buy some damn Bruns. So imagine the social media era when the J's are dropping, when Mike actually rocking them bitches. Or when he can do the different colorways. See, back then, the league with dumbass rules. The teams didn't have all these different kind of jerseys. Like back when we were growing up, when the Bulls dropped them black junts with the pinstripe, that was oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all these different kind of jerseys and all the different kicks to go with it. Mike couldn't do that. Imagine social media and having they got social media accounts just dedicated to these boys' kicks now. So imagine what that shit would be like back then. Like social media is, these companies know when they popping, or these celebrities know when they are popping, that social media will sell their products for them. Social media will sell that particular celebrity. They know it. Beyonce is probably the greatest example to go against all this shit, really. Think about the Beehive. This is why I had to tell my young boy. He was talking about, ain't no God like folks no more with these celebrities. You know, it takes the mystique away. I saw somebody on my timeline just earlier today talking about he wonders if he could sue Beyonce. Would that mean he would see her in court? Just to be in her presence, just to see her. Like I said with the Beehive, you can't remotely be negative against Beyonce and them motherfuckers gonna come for your ass. Take Rihanna right now. Rihanna pregnant and motherfuckers are losing their mind. Like they mama wasn't pregnant. Like they ain't fucking pregnant. Like she ASAP rocking nutted in her and made a baby. Whoop the damn do. But she pregnant and now social media just be ablaze. Oh, look at Rihanna. Look at... She's a pregnant woman. But social media amplifies all this shit. So social media amplifies these couple. It's motherfuckers famous just for being dating each other. These be regular motherfuckers be on social media before love they relationship and they just become boom. Social media amplifies all this shit. The Kardashians, they have their critics. They have countless critics on social media. Kim Kardashian right now stuck her foot in her mouth, talking about folks just need to work hard and shit like that. Them motherfuckers getting money. They getting money for whatever their critics are. They must got 3 times more fans. They know it. It amplifies everything. It's the reason why Beyonce ain't got to just drop music like that for no more. She can just put out her clothes. Rihanna damn sure ain't got to drop music. She put out her that Savage Fenty and put out her motherfucking makeup and shit. She a billionaire now. Now you might say, well, oh, okay, that's music. That's pop culture. Take Brun, take Steph. It don't matter. My Lakers are fucking trash right now. My Lakers are god awful trash. Okay? In these years, Brun has been here. All right. We missed the playoffs, won the championship, bounced in the first round, finna miss the playoffs. Or something we might be able to backdoor in with this dumbass play-in shit. For a mythical player like Brun, that shit ain't good. But in this social media era, for every one critic of Brun got at least 2. LeBron stands, they're going to defend whatever he do. We just lost tonight, but he had 30. So social media accounts, I saw one major sports media account. They didn't put out that we lost. They just put up that Brun had 30. So y'all, we can't act like social media only amplifies the negative. I would say it over emphasizes some shit that just regular and then juices it up like it's something. It's like it's a lot of flawed shit out here that really ain't about nothing. But because somebody with a check mark by their name retweets it and says something, then it just go. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. So I think shit. If Mike was in this social media era, first of all, I don't even know if he would be on social media. Because he could be on there now if he wanted to. Magic Johnson older than him, and he stay on this motherfucker. Always talking about something. Isaiah, his counterpart, stay on social media, dog and Mike. But you know, these dudes on social media. Mike ain't on it. He probably would be like Kawhi. Kawhi don't do that shit. You know? Kawhi don't fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't understand why folks think it would just be a negative. Yeah, some of these things he wouldn't been able to get away with. Maybe if he was gonna be in one of these casinos and shit, motherfucker put a camera on him, get footage of him in Atlantic City or in Vegas or something like that. The whole shit of how he treat his teammates. I mean, I don't know how social media, what you gonna take your cell phone, they practice or something. Like we've heard that Chris Paul be getting on teammates. We've heard that Jimmy Butler be getting on teammates. We know that Kobe Bryant got on teammates, but ain't like we had access to a lot of that footage. You know what I'm saying? We saw the one clip of Kobe snapping out on the GM and saying these motherfuckers ain't doing nothing for me. But that shit was few and far between that you get that. You know what I'm saying? And actually, with a lot of this shit, the criticisms of these players, now with the social media and YouTube and all this stuff, these boys got all these podcasts, they have an opportunity to push back on all of it in their own way. In Jordan's day, you didn't have that. He had Amar Rashad that he can reach out to, but you still got to go through traditional media. Still got to go through NBC. You got to go through ESPN. You still gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go through TNT or WGN where he played in Chicago and stuff like that. Like you're going through traditional media. You got to go through the newspaper writers and shit like that. These boys ain't got to do that right now. These boys can go talk to the knuckleheads. You know what I'm saying? They can go talk to Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. Draymond got his own fucking podcast. JJ Redick and them got a podcast. Every goddamn the hooper that know how to talk got a damn podcast. They can goddamn just go out and push back on anything that's being said about them in traditional media. And their fans are gonna eat that shit up. You feel me? So now all that philandering Mike was doing probably wouldn't have been able to get away with that in social media era. But within those circles, they knew Mike was cheating. Just like D-Boy today. You know? I guess like Tiger Woods situation. Maybe folks still love that motherfucker. Like if Tiger Woods didn't have the injuries and he was still out here just winning left and right, look at what happened when he won that last big tournament. Folks didn't give a fuck about what he did. All them women he fucked. It was a celebration of Tiger Woods. So if folks would have caught Mike cheating on Juanita back then in social media and posting it, long as he went out there and got hit 30, 35 and was first team all defense and them boys win the championships, nobody was going to give a fuck. Because in this country, as long as you are entertaining people, unfortunately, a lot of folks don't give a damn about your morals. Long as they're entertained. R. Kelly allegedly peed on a child. And folks just moved on from that because the chocolate factory was dope as fuck. R. Kelly finally caught the smoke when the money dried up and he dropped some albums that didn't have all this critical acclaim and all this big money and all that kind of shit, and they dropped that documentary. Hell, he might have been able to beat the documentary if something like 12 Play had come out after the documentary. Shit. Look at all this shit Kanye was doing. All this crazy shit Kanye was saying. He came with that Sunday service shit and folks liked it. You know what I'm saying? And folks said, "Man, fuck all that." All the shit he doing right now, if he drops some music that folks love, folks gonna say, "Fuck all that." People want to be entertained. And sports is entertainment. And winners entertain. And for his era, nobody won more. Magic didn't win more. Bird didn't win more. They didn't. Kareem won 6, but Kareem won one of those in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? Mike didn't come to the league until 84, 85 season. You know what I'm saying? So for his era, shit, he was winning more than anybody. And at the end of the day, unfortunately, that was the name of the game. You win, folks overlook a lot of shit. So I think it would have enhanced Jordan's legacy. Would he have been able to maintain his squeaky clean image that he was to be like Mike, I could be like Mike? No, probably not. But think about Kobe. Kobe tried to have that squeaky clean image until he caught that case. And then after that, he saw how motherfuckers were coming at him with that shit. Even though he swore up and down that he did not do that. And he took that to his grave saying he did not fucking do that. But he stopped trying to be all that squeaky clean shit. Like he was trying to be like Mike. When he got a tattoo of his wife, start cursing in interviews, you know, to my mama mentality, start mean mugging, all this shit. And seemed like motherfuckers loved him just as much. People revere Bean. I love Bean. Okay, but I loved him when he was squeaky clean. I loved him after. But a lot of folks who started liking him better when he, stopped trying to be just like Mike's image. Come on, man. It's a reason why every big company got a social media account. Ask Popeyes about it. Social media sold them goddamn chicken sandwiches. So you ain't telling me social media would not amplify the greatest player of all time. If social media can sit up there and sell some chicken from Taco Bell, you not fucking telling me that social media would not amplify the greatest basketball player of all time. Not seeing it. Put it on something. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit StatementTeesLLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.